live will be starting shortly. And this live, I will be teaching you how to make some super easy and fun Christmas DIYs that you can make with your family. All the DIYs that will be shown in this tutorial or in this entire live will be completely basic that anyone and everyone could make. So don't be worried if you are someone who has never picked scissors and papers. So we'll get started. Hello everyone, welcome to the live session. We'll be starting the session shortly. We'll wait for the audience to join in. Okay, meanwhile, let me just check quickly if my voice is pretty clear to everyone and if my video is completely visible for everyone, even my table and everything, because I don't want you to miss out on any audio or any details that will be going around. So just a quick check if the audience can respond. Hi Megha, hi Aditya. Let me know if the audio is clear and the video as well. Then we'll be good to go. Okay, it is. So let's get started. So in this live, I will be teaching you some super easy and quick DIYs. Hi Chahat. So the first DIY craft that we are going to make is this simple and easy Christmas tree that you can make in just 3 to 4 simple steps. The second one that we'll be going to take a look will be this easy wind chime that you can easily make with the help of just scissors and papers. And then we have some upcycling craft that is there. So we have this snowman and these mini Santa Claus that we'll be making for the same. So a few basic instructions before I teach. So I will be telling you all the steps really pretty clearly, and the live will be saved. So in case you miss out on any step, you can rewatch the live session again. So if you want to follow along with me, all you need is a few chart papers, colored chart papers, be it of red, green or yellow or black or any of these shades would work. And we'll be needing some scissors, pencils and just normal Fevicol, and we'll be good to go. So we'll be starting now by making this Christmas tree. So for the same, we all need a chart sheet. Now the size is up to you, how long or how big you want that to be made of. So we'll be starting with a normal green color chart paper, and we'll be folding it in 2 halves like this. So as you can see, I have folded this chart paper into 2 halves like this. Now to make the shape of the Christmas tree, what we have to do is we have to just draw the Christmas tree on one side, and we'll directly be cutting it out so that once we unfold the same, it will become into one single Christmas tree. So for the same, you all can draw if you want to. I would not prefer to draw it. I would rather directly cut, because we don't need to involve lots of steps, right, in DIYs. We need to make it simple and quick and easy. So let me tell you how to make it really quick without even drawing with pencils, right? So first of all, we'll be starting from the top. So you can say this is the top portion, right? So you just hold the top portion in the lower direction and you just start chopping it off. So we'll start by cutting a triangle, a slant line like this, that is the top part. Now as we move forward, we have to make lines like these, as we all know how a Christmas tree looks like, right? So I'm just making a straight line right over here. Now you have to just repeat the similar cutting pattern, that is chop in a diagonal way and chop in a horizontal way. So now we'll be repeating the same steps, and then we'll be coming into an end to it. Now make sure that while you make these diagonal lines, they should be parallel to each other. So they should be parallel to each other, then only your Christmas tree will come out to be perfect without even drawing it with pencils. So we are not using pencil here to draw the shape of the Christmas tree, but we'll just directly cut it. Now you can see all the lines that I'm drawing over here are diagonals. So this is how you can get a perfect Christmas tree without any silhouettes. Okay, so just a few more ladders and a few more chops in the same, and our Christmas tree will be out and ready. Then we have to just fix it to the stick, but we won't be fixing it in a normal old-fashioned way. We will be giving it a little twist and turn. So right now you can see I have chopped it off. So I have chopped all of these in a diagonal way, so you can see as we unfold it, we'll have a perfect Christmas tree, but we have some excess paper or sheet left in the bottom, lower bottom. So we'll just remove the excess sheets again. Now that if you unfold it, we got some really nice Christmas tree without any pencil lines, right? Now all you have to do is, we all folded those Chinese fans, right? So we have to give these a little fold. We have to give this entire tree a little fold. So you have to just fold it from the bottom and fold it back. So you have to just fold it in a zigzag way. So I just folded it like this. Then I'll turn the Christmas tree. I'll fold it from the back. I'll turn the tree, folding it. Just give mini equal folds, equal tiny folds to the same. And we want this entire Christmas tree to be squeezed into one single fold. So I'm just giving them multiple folds, and your pattern should look something like this. This is what we are trying to achieve right now. So we'll just fold the same, and almost done, and there you go. So we are done with the entire Christmas tree being folded. Now all you need to do is just to take this punch machine which we all have in our room, which we used to punch, through which we punch our documents and everything. So you just need to make one single punch in the center. After you make that single punch, your tree would look something like this. So it will have holes in the entire central line. So our tree was like that. We punched it from the center and we have all the holes, right? Now all you need to do is to grab a stick. You can take any random stick or even a small colored pencils, those you have. So you can even make the tiny hole that is in the center according to the size of the stick that you're going to fit in. And you just need to fit that right in. So you have to just bring it to the bottom and slowly bring this up. And there we go. So you can see with this was like a 3-step process, but we quickly achieved this. And you can even top it off with a star. So if you have any star cutouts ready, you can even do that. But if you don't know how to cut out this star, let me show you a very simple way how you can achieve the star. So all you need to do is to just take a yellow color sheet, and for the same yellow color sheet, just a tiny piece of the yellow color sheet, just fold it into like this. Now let me just draw a shape. You can take a screenshot if you want to for the same, which shape you have to cut in order to get a star. Yeah. So I'll just quickly pause over here. You can take a screenshot. So yeah. So you can take a screenshot over here and this shape, and then we will be cutting it out. And we are done with the star over here. So you can see if we unfolded that previous pattern that we did, we will get a star, and you can just easily stick it to the top with the help of a tape. So we all have these doctor tapes in our house, right? So we don't need even Fevicol for this one. I just stuck this and our Christmas tree is ready. So we are done with the first DIY. In case you joined late, our first DIY is done and the live will be saved. So you can definitely go over and watch it, in the saved session. Now for the second one, we are going to make this 3D wind chime that you can make loads of these Christmas trees and mini hearts, and you can hang it around in and around your balconies or even around your Christmas trees. So to make the same, we'll be taking a different shade of green this time. So I am again folding it, and we all know the process of making Christmas tree by now, since we already have made one of these earlier. So all we need to do is to just make another Christmas tree, but this time it won't be as big as the previous one. This will just have around 3 to 4 folds and not much than that. So as quick as it was, we got one Christmas tree. I just quickly folded it and chopped it off because we are familiar with the process. Now all we need to do is to trace the same and get one more exact piece out of it. Now how do we do that, right? So all you need to do is to take your sheet again. Now I'll be showing you the process of tracing the same Christmas tree and transferring it onto this sheet so that we'll get an exact same replica for our wind chime. So what the first step that we need to do is to take the sheet of paper. I'm repeating the entire process of making the Christmas tree, you can say, and fold it into 2 halves like this. Now just place this Christmas tree over here and you can trace the lines. Okay, so you can trace the lines using the help of either a pencil or any other sketch pen that you have if you want to see the lines to be shown bold, right? So I'm just quickly tracing over the Christmas tree, and I got the exact same replica. If you all can see over here, the pencil lines will be shining. So I will again be quickly chopping it off so that we get an exact same replica. Also, if you have any questions, we'll have the question and answer session at the ending part of this session. So you can wait with your questions and I'll be answering them all. So we got another exact replica just with the same technique, just like how we made the first Christmas tree. Now all you need to do to make this look 3D is to just stick both these pieces together. Now how are we going to stick it? Let me show you. So we'll be taking some glue over here with us, and at the one side or at the one half of the Christmas tree we'll have to apply glue. So I am applying glue at the only one half of the Christmas tree, not the entire Christmas tree we are going to stick. Okay. So we have applied the glue over here at the one half, and the other half is completely left out empty. Right. Now we'll just take the other half of the Christmas tree and stick it together. Now while you stick it together, you'll notice that the Christmas tree is looking 3D. So as simple as it was, you just have to stick one side of the Christmas tree and it will completely give you a 3D effect. So you can even make these standalone Christmas trees and plant them around in or around your plants or Christmas trees. That is another simple DIY that we have. Now this is one go, and the other part that you could do is to make more of them and tie it with a thread like this. So if you tie it along with a thread and stick multiple of these with the thread going from the center of that, you will get a wind chime like this. And you can also make a heart with this Christmas tree to make it as an add-on. So to make the heart, again we'll be needing a plain red sheet, a plain red color sheet, and again for the heart we'll be drawing a shape like this. Again I'll wait for you all to take a screenshot if you want to add a silhouette, or if you want to use it for a future reference, you can take a screenshot of this one right over here. Now I'm just cutting out a heart from the same. So I'm teaching you right now how to make that 3D heart. So our first heart is right over here. Now again we'll be tracing this heart so that we can get another identical heart. Why are we tracing it again? Because we want the entire outcome to look similar and homogeneous, right? So there we go. And now I'll just chop off the outlines that we did. Okay. So we got another identical heart. So now that we have two identical hearts, you know what to do. You have to just stick one of these side, and you will be getting the final 3D piece. So let's just stick this with glue. So I have applied glue to the one side of the heart. You can see the left one is blank and the right one has a glue. So you just attach two of them, and there you go. We got a 3D heart. You can say it has three different sides over here. So once you attach all these pieces into a thread, you can also add on the little stars with the using of the similar technique that we made star of. You will get this wind chime. So that, as simple as it is, that was our second DIY. Now moving on to the recycling stuff, wherein we will be repurposing our old reused plastic bottles and we'll be turning them into something fun. So we'll be making this cute little Santa. So for that you'll be needing a mini plastic bottle. If you don't have a mini one, you can make bigger ones as well. But if you have these mini ones, they would look cute and tiny and easy and quicker to make. So for this, I will be chopping this off into two different parts. So I am just cutting this from the center. Okay, I have chopped it off from the center. Now what you have to do is, how long is it going to make the DIYs? So you will be taking approx 5 to 10 minutes max, and you won't be taking much more than that. Like 10 minutes is the maximum time that you could make different of these. And if you want to make all of them together, 30 to 40 minutes are more than enough for you. If your family is also helping you out, then it's really quick. You can easily get done within 20 minutes. So after you chop off these two parts, you just have to fit the other part right in, so that we reduce the size of this. So we just reduce the size of the bottle because we don't want the entire bottle to be, we just want to make a quick we just want to make this cute little Santa Claus bottle. So we just chopped it off and we fit both these places into each other. Now you can also, to secure, you can put a tape around it. So let's put a tape around it. So all you need to do is to take this masking tape, which is easily available, or you can even use the medicine tape or the doctor tape, as we say. So just, give it a nice round around it, and we are done sticking the bottle like this. Now all you need to do is, we just need to paint this bottle into two different halves. The upper half, as we say, the Santa hat, that is of red color, and you can, since the color of this lid of the bottle is blue, I will be painting it white. But for this, the bottle color, the lid color was already white, so it's already looking like a Santa. So for the same, we'll be requiring the fabric paints that are easily available at any of your, if you have kids in your house, they probably be having these bottles of acrylic or fabric color that we have. So I'll be taking the white color right now. Now just be careful with the paint. If this falls on your cloth, it won't come out easily. So you can, spread out a cloth or anything that can prevent the paint from falling into any other part. So the first half of this bottle, I will be painting it with light white shade. So I am giving it a nice paint. Now make sure you cover the entire portion of the bottle. Make sure to not leave any parts empty. So once you are done giving this part, now for this to take, since winter season is going on, this will take a little time to dry up, right? So you can also use a hair dryer and speed up the dry process so that everything gets dried off really quick and really easy, right? So I am done with the lower base part, and starting with the upper base part, we'll be using red color for the same. I'm just wiping off the paint from the brush, and I will be using the red paint now for the upper half of the same. So for the red paint to be done, I'm just taking a little bit of red paint and I'm coloring the bottle red. So see, it's very quick. Even if you haven't hold a paint, even if till now you haven't held a paintbrush in your hand, you don't need to do anything. You just need to paint on the surface, and there's no artistic skills involved. Even if you haven't done this, you can easily do it, and it would be fun to do with your family or your friends. You can come together and make these decorations and spend some time together. So I have painted the upper part of the bottle as red, and the lid, you can also paint it with white color. Now I have left that to dry off, because it will take some time to dry. So I have already made a ready-made bottle which I could show you, so that we don't exceed the time limit. So once the paint dries off, it would look really neat and clean like this. You can also use a black marker with this and make a clear distinction between the upper part and the lower part. And you can also even, one additional tip that I would like to give you is, if you can also put some cotton on the top and on the base portions if you feel like. And the last thing that you need to do is to draw some cute expressions. So I will be showing you how to draw cute expressions in a very systematic way over here. So I will be drawing it on a paper so that you all can make a note of it. So just give me 1 minute. Okay, so the first thing that you need to do to make these expressions right over here is, you need to start with 2 circles. We'll be using these the same expression for the snowman as well. So start with 2 circles like these, and then make 3 dots inside the circle. Or you can make 3 tiny circles inside the circle. This is the step that we are following. This is the final result. So starting with basic circles, making 3 tiny circles inside, and then fill the leftover spaces whichever is remaining. So I'm using a black marker over here and add a smiley. There you go. So I filled the leftover spaces and added a smiley. So we are going to add the same for this one. For this, I am going to add 2 tiny eyes. One over this side, another over this side, and a tiny smile. There you go. So we learned how to do that in very quickly and easier way. So you don't need, as I said, you don't need any artistic skills or abilities to make any of these stuff. So here is our quick Santa. Now if you top it on with say cotton, or if you put some cotton over the top and the bottom, it would look more like a Santa Claus. since cotton would take some time to dry, I won't be sticking it right now. So moving on to the final recycled product that we are going to make, you'll get those bubble wraps, right, with all the packaging materials that we have. So here is a quick way to turn that bubble wrap into a cool, cool snowman. So for the same, as usual, we will be needing a piece of bubble wrap. So even today I got an order, and with the same I got these bubble wraps. So like I get these every day, but I don't throw them away. So for the same, you can again, if you are not good at cutting circles without any outlines or anything, you can directly, you can either use a help of a stencil. So for example, if you have any lid that is available with you, you can use any lid and you can trace the circle down. But I can directly do it, so I'm just directly drawing the circle out. I'm just drawing 2 circles so that I'll be showing you. So without using the tracing materials, you can do it. So if you can see with the white background, you have to make these 2 circles. The upper one will be smaller and the lower one will be bigger. You can take any 2 lids that are available, be it a chudi or anything that is available with you, and all you need to do is to carefully cut it off. So I'm just carefully cutting it out. And don't throw these leftover bubble wrap that will be remaining after you cut these. You can also paint on them and add them as a side decoration. So I'm just carefully cutting these circular shapes. Now you need to be very careful with the bubble wrap while you cut, because since it's plastic that we are cutting, so it gets stretched easily and we don't want the shape of the same to be ruined. So just be very gentle and calm while you do this entire process. Okay, I'm almost done. So keeping it there, yeah, we got our cute little shape. Now all you need to do for this or with this is to take a black sheet of paper and paste it on the same so that we can get a darker base. Now to paste it, you can either use these normal doctor tapes that we have. If you don't have these, you can stick them with glue as well. So I'm just sticking these tapes. These are the double-sided tapes that are available. You can even use the foam double-sided tape or the normal ones if you have those. So you can either stick them onto the plastic or onto the bubble wrap, or if not, you can directly do it on the paper as well. So I'm just removing or peeling off the double cover. Yeah, just the last one. So I've taken 4 of these tapes to stick this. So all these tapes are carefully placed, and now I'll just directly place it on top of this. And again, I would be cutting it off as per the outline that is given to us. So I am cutting out another black snowman. So just be very careful while you use scissors again, and don't rush, otherwise you'll ruin the edges. So you are just carefully cutting it out with the entire shape, and yeah. So now that we have cut it out, all we need to do is to apply white paint on the same. So again, I'm taking the same white paint that I have, the fabric paint, and I'll just neatly give it a gentle brushing. Okay, there was some red mixed in my brush, so it turned a little red, but that's not a problem. We can always apply another coat once the color dries. That's the best part about acrylic colors or the fabric colors. So once you have applied the shade on the same, you will see once it dries completely, you can again use a hairdryer to speed up the process. You'll see that each of these pieces will be visible very clearly, right? Now this doesn't look like a snowman at all, but to make it look like one, we'll be needing to give it some makeup, or we have to add at least facial features for the same. So let's add them. So first of all, we all know snowman has this nose, right? The nose that is usually made with carrot or something red. So we are just cutting out a huge triangle, not a huge triangle, we can say a long triangle like this. It's tiny. It's a very tiny. Okay. So you can apply it with Fevicol. You can stick this with Fevicol right at the center where the nose is supposed to be. So let me apply some Fevicol to it. Okay. Now that I've applied the glue on the same, I will be placing it carefully in the center where the nose is supposed to be. You can even make the nose horizontal or vertical or a little diagonal, that's up to you. So you can see we have placed our nose over here. Now we need to make two eyes. So I'll be using the same set of eyes that we drew here, right? So I'll just be cutting them out and we can apply them, or we can stick them on the snowman. So we got the one eye and here is the second one. Okay, so we have got both the eyes with us. Even though they are a little big, it's not a problem because even though the eyes are big, it would look cute itself. So I have got these two cute little eyes over here. Now we'll just again apply some glue on both of these and we'll properly place them onto the snowman. So again, just applying some glue and placing it right over here. So now that we have given the snowman the expressions, it's time to make it look to give it a little Christmas vibe. So for that we'll add a cute little hat and on the top. Now to make the hat, we will be needing the red color sheet. So you can also see how long you want the hat to be by keeping your snowman on the sheet. So I don't want this to be way bigger, so I'll just make a tiny triangle. You can also make the hat as you wish, like you can even keep the edges rough or round or as you wish. So you can even make a straight hat or a rough hat. So we'll just place the hat on top of this one. So for the same, I can either use some Fevicol So I'm using Fevicol and placing it on the top. Okay. Now it has fur, right? The Christmas hat has fur, white fur over here and a ball over the top. So to make that, just take the normal white sheet that you have and make the fur. For making the fur, you just need to cut out a piece like this and stick it on top. So let's just stick it on top. And we are almost done. You can be ready with your questions. And for the top part, so the straight part will go over here. And for the top part, just cut a tiny circle. It need not be perfect or anything, just to give it that look or the effect. So we have got a tiny circle and we can place it at the top. And we are done with this. So let us recap whatever we did so far. So we started off by making a quick and easy Christmas tree. We just followed very basic steps. We folded the paper, chopped it off into, and you learned how to cut a proper Christmas tree without using pencils. Then we made this cute little wind chime which spin with the wind. So we made those 3D trees. You learned how to make those 3D trees. And then we did this cute little snowman. And in the end, this Santa bottle that we have over here. So these were a few cute little DIYs that were done very quickly. Okay, so now we can go ahead with the questions. Let me see what the time is. Okay, so now if you have any questions for me that you want me to answer, you can let me know. Can we make Christmas decor with upcycled older leftover items? Yes, definitely you can. You can even use newspapers and for the Christmas trees that we have. So if you don't want to use these color sheets, you can make newspapers, or even if you have any other leftover paper waste that is there, you can paint on those paper with acrylic paint and you can make huge Christmas trees or wind chimes from the same. Okay, any other questions that you have? Okay, I'll just check the question and answer section if there is any question. There's a tab known as the Q&A tab. You can also post in your questions over there. So these were the 4 items that I've taught you, the 4 DIY crafts. One was the Christmas stick, which you can make a lot of those and then just plant them into your garden or anywhere, or even you can just stick it to the wall, a wind chime. And this, the upcycled Santa Claus with the help of a bottle. You can also add, again, don't forget to add the cotton part. The cottons, if you can add it as a beard, that would look amazing. And at last, the snowman. Okay, I might have missed the question. Do you have any theme suggestions for Christmas this year? Any theme suggestions for Xmas this year? So you can maybe with I don't get the question, as in what sort of theme are you looking at? Like, do you mean by theme, do you mean color schemes, or do you mean any, you can say anything from pop culture? So maybe you can convert some pop culture characters into Santa Claus, or you can pick a movie or something. So I'm not kind of getting the question right regarding the theme. So yeah, you can just clarify that, and I can definitely give you some suggestions because I have a lot of ideas going on in my head. Okay, I'll wait for a few more questions if you have any. Okay. Pop culture is nice idea. Definitely you can take, so Squid Game was popular, right? So you can make Squid Game Santa Claus or anything. You can maybe keep Netflix as a theme, and you can make all the characters from Netflix into that. And if so there is, you can, if you keep Disney as the theme, so instead of making snowmans like these, you can make Olaf. So if you have kids in your house and they're fan of any particular Disney movies, maybe you can decorate the entire room with the help of that particular movie and convert all those characters into DIYs. And you can even hang them around using this wind chime as well. So again, okay, lastly, I would like to I would take this opportunity to thank Chola MS for giving me this opportunity to come live and teach you all some amazing and some quick DIYs that can level up your Christmas decor game. And I hope you all enjoyed it. So thank you so much, team Chola MS, for having me here. It was a pleasure to teach live. So thank you, everyone. See you all soon. And Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Okay, we have a last question. Is there a way to safeguard these and to reuse these next year? Yeah, Varsha. So yeah, that's a very nice question that you have asked. So for these, you can apply varnish on the same so that the color the color won't fade off. And for these decorations, just keep them away from kids or toddlers if you have any, because paper won't worn out, because since these are made of paper, right? So the paper won't worn out throughout the year. So just store them separately, or just remove the decorations carefully, because anyways you will be placing them off carefully, right? So just remove the decorations carefully and it will be good to, because just make sure that you apply some varnish on the same so that the paint doesn't scratch off or peel off. It would also give a nice shine. So yeah, I that's about it for the session. Thank you so much everyone for joining. Thank you so much team Chola MS, and thank you so much team for having me here. It was a really fun session.